Mr. Dave in the model train circuit, and I have created a railroad world of my own called the Golden, Blackhawk, and Central City Railroad. Let me give you a little tour of it. Beginnings of it is in Golden, Colorado, along Clear Creek Canyon, and I tried to model that here. And as you can see, this is Central City here, going to be Central City, and then down on that flatlands is Golden, Colorado, and over here to the left is the Royal George Brewery, where normally Coors might be located. But if you go pan here to your right, you'll see Clear Creek Canyon. And this is the beginnings of, this is a new module that will create our second generation of this layout. Now, as we progress on down here, this is the Royal George Gorge, a little bit of a play on the Royal Gorge in Colorado. Again, we're still in the Rocky Mountains here. And we have a variety of trains running in and out of tunnels down through the gorge.
Yeah, let's see if something comes from this tunnel. Let's see if something is coming from this tunnel. Look here, Abby. Yeah.
Children get a fantastic delight out of watching the trains come from a variety of directions, unbeknownst when the next one will show up. And then we move to the left here. We're still in mining country.
It's going to the tunnel.
And this is a place called the I Got Mine. If you like to play on words, that's what we're doing here. And it is a typical shaft mine operation somewhere in the probably the southern Rocky Mountains in Arizona, New Mexico, or someplace like that. But if you wait here, you'll see the nice ore train. This happens to be a coal train coming across a nice trestle. And there's a picture of the mine tucked in a canyon in the mountains. And then we quickly progress over into West Texas here. We have our own ranching friend who has his own oil well and pumping station, and he's getting a load of crude oil being transferred to a transporter, and he just made a nice sale with a bundle of money. Now down into this gully here, we call this Centennial Creek, because generally to the west of this it's dry, about the 100th meridian, and then to the east of it, it's in the middle of the Midwest prairie, it starts to get wet again. Now, here's a circus train unloading, heading on into Zeopolis. We're now almost to New England. In the farmlands of Nebraska, with a little city scoop right here, people stopping in the bus to get a little refreshment on their way in. And there's where the circus is eventually going to set up, next across the railroad tracks from the city park. If you notice, there's a B-17 right there in City Park. Back in World War II, they manufactured the Norton bomb sight for the B-17, and so that's a commemoration in the city park. And then if we back away here just a little bit, you'll see in front of that is the CIA manufacturing along the coast of New England. And by gosh, this is where you're at. And then right up this hill, you go into the main part of the town, the city of Zeopolis. And on the other side of the Penobscot River here, we have Fiesta Beach with rail service up here and auto service. And then, of course, being a good eastern city, industrial base, here's the railroad terminus and shops and industrial city. industrial park.
Look at this, how beautiful.
And that's,
I'd like to live in that house.
there you go. And then we head on down to the rail yard servicing the Golden, Blackhawk, and Central Cities subsidiary railroad called the Great Eastern Railway over here on the East Coast. Interestingly enough, this Great Eastern Railroad bought a lot of Japanese type of rolling stock, so that's what we're looking at to some degree into the yard here. And then we run into areas where there's a lot of more industry to come.